Hello everyone, and welcome to Divine Debut. This is Kathy speaking. Thank you so much for joining me here. I do hope that you've all had a wonderful Christmas holiday, if you celebrate, obviously. This is just a quick check-in to see what's going on with the energies, everyone, as we are coming to the end of 2021, this very difficult year. So let's just check in and see what's going on with the energies, how they're playing out. We know that it's been really tough. Everyone is going through their own challenges personally in the world. Things are difficult right now, but we're looking towards the end of a very difficult couple of years. 2022 is not going to be the easiest year, but it's going to be quite different. And I've been working on, for those of you that are on Patreon, I've been working on the astrology for the whole year. So I'm looking and preparing that. Do join us on Patreon if you're so called to do that. Join our big happy soul family where we support each other. Let's see what's going on, and obviously I need to do an astrology update for you here on YouTube. Let's see, dear Spirit, what's going on, how the energies are playing out right now. We've got the Three of Cups, Two of Swords, and the King of Pentacles. So this could have to do with a dilemma, a choice, where there was happiness, there was celebration in the past. Right now there's a dilemma here, and it's got to do with this King of Pentacles, which could be an earth sign, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. They could hold strong air in their chart as well. So it'd be someone who's very much about, you know, what are their values? Where is their security? It's as though, and I don't know if this is involving a third person, you could see that the dilemma is here between maybe something to do with the past. As we know, Venus is also retrograding, which she's, you know, been on Pluto, which something obviously is definitely either dying or going through a transformation, and therefore hopefully a resurrection. Probably in March, we're going to be looking at that now. What does that mean for you personally? This could speak to someone's finances, a group effort, family, friendships. There's a dilemma here, and it's not an easy decision that this King of Pentacles is needing to make, and it can relate to their financial standing, their personal securities as well. And we know the King of Pentacles is usually very much a father, very experienced individual, but also someone that's got that, you know, that their monies and their securities very important to them. Let's see what's going on. And this could also speak to, this is him, this King of Pentacles, an earth sign nevertheless, needing to make a decision between two individuals. Then it's not an easy choice. We have the Magician, and the Magician does speak to communication. It can speak to trickery. It can speak to a potential beginning in the past. But here we see that there are blockages. Obviously, there's been difficult energies, a lot to do with one's thoughts, their perception on information, truth, communication. Whether they're dealing, I should say more than likely, this King of Pentacles, whether they're dealing with someone who is a trickster or someone that's communicating truthfully. It looks as though in the past there was, you know, the potential for a new beginning, but then this is someone's thoughts and their perception, and maybe even words shared or not shared, or truths that could be blocking this individual from moving forward. But remember also that there's been a sense of imprisonment, where there's been a disappointment, a heartbreak, a breakup, maybe also. Remember, the Four of Swords always comes after the Three of Swords. So it does relate to love or a new beginning, a potential for that. The Ace of Cups is a potential. Now, here we go again with the Aquarian energy frequency. Aquarius is truth. It also speaks to groups where something is going on here. Lots of swords, lots of thoughts, lots of stress, anxiety, maybe even legalities. If someone's going through a divorce and they're in between, sort of, if this is a love connection or even a partnership, it could also speak to a family situation where there are legalities pending or information and truths or conversations needing to be had. Remember, we're in Venus retrograde, and mid-January, Mercury will also be retrograding. So it's like we're in a moment, like as though we're in between two worlds. You know, one foot in 2021, the other foot in 2022, rushing to move forward. This also speaks to hardships in matters of love. Remember, Venus retrograding does bring up situations and people from the past. And obviously here there was a lot of forward moving and momentum, but something's been stopped quickly because of a fight, an argument, a disappointment. Now this could also speak to movement and someone maybe being at a physical distance as well. Now physical distance can relate also to communication, usually through social media, right? Messages can be misunderstood, because the Eight of Wands does speak to love messages, passion, desire, the necessity to move forward, but there is no movement right now. It's all about this warrior needing to take time out and figure things out. What is the Karma Dharma? We've got Gemini, Aquarius, can be Libra, I suppose, Virgo as well. Virgo is ruled by Mercury, which is the magician. We do have some fire, so Leo, Sagittarius, Aries, and water, of course. And we've got the World card, so wow, we could see that we've got the Fool's journey is about to begin, because the World card, remember, is a completion of a cycle. It's very much about, you know, those blockages, that Saturnian limiting, restricting, hard work that needs to be put in to successfully close up a major karmic cycle. You could see Saturn up here. Now the World card can also speak to physical distance as well, maybe even concerning the inability to be able to fly to one's destination, where someone is desiring to go to and they're needing to wait. Eight of Pentacles. So in the past, someone having put in work, or maybe this could be a relationship connected to work. It can speak to a partnership, of course, as well. So again, the Virgo card, someone maybe being too much about the details, sort of not being able to move forward until they're certain that they've got everything that is necessary to be able to move forward with this potential new beginning, the Ace of Cups. We've got the Nine of Wands, which can speak to trust issues. Someone's been through a lot of difficulties. Fire and air is very, very explosive. These are the energies and the frequencies that we're working through right now, everyone. No one's happy at this moment. Venus is not happy. She's in retrograde motion. We're turning inwards. There is no love. It's tough love right now. So if you're in, you know, you're mirroring another person, if how they're showing up is probably how they see you, and the other way around as well. Ten of Swords, you see there's been heartbreak, there's been an ending, a very difficult ending here. It's as though someone has not been watering their plant, whatever this plant is, whatever the seed that they've planted they've stopped watering. It's as though we're dying of thirst, dying of the inability to nurture, love, and provide. Whatever this child is, this birthing process, which potentially, yes, it's a difficult karmic chapter right now, but this card speaks to success, closing up successfully a difficult karmic major chapter in our lives and entering a new one. So we've got strong air, a lot of air, and a fair bit of fire. So we've got the Three of Cups, which can also speak to gossip, maybe a possible reconciliation or something happening that was quite happy maybe in the past, but now it's as though someone's at a juncture. And we know the King of Pentacles is not someone that acts very quickly. They need to secure something that is possible to build on. It's not, King of Pentacles, it's earth. It's not air and it's not fire. It's not what I desire. It's not what I think. It's what's practical and what's real. So let's look at the Lenormand for a moment. So someone has been looking very closely, maybe too much at the details here. We do have the garden, which is usually, it's very much about socializing, communicating, things going on in the outer world, let's say. Someone's been looking for something. This is a magnifying glass, so looking very closely at details. And there is the mountain again, number 21, the blockages of Saturn. So maybe someone not being totally truthful about a hardship that they're facing. It's as though they're putting out a different persona to the world, and it's maybe it's someone not sharing their hardships as well. So suffering in silence could be what's going on. But remember that the mountain does speak to that Saturnian again, uphill climb, which is not an easy thing. But the possibility is for something to be accomplished, and this would be obviously a great accomplishment, which Saturn rewards us with after we've proven ourselves that we can be mature and that we've got the ability to move forward, even though there are limitations. And we've got an offer coming through. The bouquet does speak to very much that, very, very similar to the garden. It's Jupiter in Sagittarius, so very promising concerning an offer. Let's take a sneak peek beneath here. So a lot of deception, things that were hidden concerning one's home, maybe even connected to fears or even to a mother, someone's home where they live. The moon does speak to fears, but it also speaks to strong intuition, a very deep connection, maybe a subconscious, maybe even very secretive sort of relationship. We've got the Four of Pentacles, which someone's been holding back on the fact that they've got a decision that they need to make, maybe even holding on to, because this is the Four of Pentacles, usually my Taurian card. But the Four of Pentacles also speaks to the home. Fours always are about the home and the family. We've also got the moon, which third person could also relate to a mother, being a third person here. Four of Pentacles is someone holding on to something forever. Someone being very careful also with their heart, maybe not sharing on a practical level. And we've got the Three of Wands, which shows someone turning their back. This King of Pentacles could be turning their back, or we know that the King of Pentacles is someone very stable. Now, this could also be a boss, someone that you are dealing with that holds a position of power. This could be someone that's got that creative streak as well. So difficult decisions around work. But the Three of Wands, we know threes are all about expansion and growth. Threes can speak to in relationships where there's external noise or other people that are involved here. Three of Wands is also that Sagittarian energy, which again can speak to physical distance, but also this King of Pentacles very patiently waiting. He's done the work. He's waiting for those ships to come through. He could be waiting on someone else that needs to make a decision. Okay, so it can go either way. And see, we've got the bridges here, which does speak to decisions, choices. Okay. And we've got someone that's transitioning, a situation that involves physical travel, emotional transition. Someone is emotionally transitioning. The ship is also Jupiterian energy, which can speak to, again, physical move. But someone needing to maybe leave something that hurt them in the past. Maybe someone's working through their pain. Remember that Four of Swords, needing to heal the situation with Venus retrograding, and dealing with Pluto in Capricorn. Capricorn is Saturn ruled, so it's not an easy, simple time at this the next month or two ahead of us. It's all about doing the work and proving ourselves, proving that we are hopeful, proving that we are willing to take leadership, take charge, be responsible, and the ability to accomplish. We've got two cards that do speak to difficult accomplishments, but they are accomplishments. 44 and 2 is 46. And 3 is 49, 58, which equals a 13. Again, it adds to a 4. So 13 is Scorpio. So someone's going through transition, transformation, transforming their home, where they live, where they reside, their life. Let's take one Mystic Moon Oracles. What did I just say? I'm in my own world. One Moonology Oracle. Let's see what emotionally, how the energies are right now. Dear Spirit, please guide. Archangel Michael, please. I've also heard that there's our message that the icon, an icon of Archangel Michael has shown up as very teary, and many holy icons have shown up as tears trickling down their face. So something's not right. Something is very, very hard at this point. A fiery climax approaches. Full moon in Aries. And a full moon means a culmination. Aries obviously is in, end of March, early April. This will be a fiery climax. And remember that Aries is fire. It's cardinal fire. It's all about taking action, leadership. Aries is squared by Capricorn, so it's getting uncomfortable to make that, to start that, to instigate something new, a new cycle. And a square means getting out of our comfort zone and taking the action, following our desires, our passions, what it is that we're hoping to create. So let's see what the mythical oracle wants us to know. Now this could also relate back to September, when we had a full moon in Aries for some of you. So, and that was roughly the 20th of October. So I wonder what was going on for you back then. Dear gods, dear Spirit, please give us the message. And we've got Prometheus and sacrifice. Now Prometheus sacrificed his own life as he stole the light from Jupiter, from the gods, and gave the light to humanity. And the light speaks to knowledge, intelligence. The light does speak to life, doesn't it? And it's a number 3. And therefore he sacrificed himself for humanity. So on a larger scale, this does speak to a gift, I would say. And even with this bouquet, as you can see, he's offering the light. Prometheus. Prometheus means providing, okay, the providing of what is necessary to those to be able to survive. And we know anything to do with the light is very holy and very divinely given to the world. Let's see what Prometheus is all about, as we tend to forget. So Prometheus is a rebel, hero and champion of mankind. When Zeus overthrew Kronos being Saturn obviously, creating a new world order, well, that new world order rings a bell, does it not? He viewed man as slaves. There's another term, totally on point, thank you, Spirit. Prometheus, however, viewed man as more and decided to steal fire from the heavens and give it to man. The power to use and control fire meant power, freedom, and independence for man. The power of light, warmth, and food were among the gifts of fire. As punishment for doing this, Zeus had him hung upside down and forced to have his liver eaten every day by an eagle. Every night his liver grew back, and the process would repeat itself. Now Zeus obviously is Jupiter, and he's I want to say 80% positive, and that other 20%, we've all got the light and the shadow within us. Remember, we've all got all those gods are within us. Zeus is within us, Prometheus is within us. We embody all the gods through our being. So Zeus at this point here, because Zeus does speak to also segregating or separating. Jupiter in Greek has got 2 names. Zeus means coupling up, but also his second name is Theos, which means separating. Zeus is the bringing together. So we can look at it from both sides. More than likely Zeus, remember that Jupiter is ready to ingress also into Pisces. Pisces is all about sacrifice. Okay, this is happening tomorrow. It's a big day. Wow. I do believe in the light. I do believe in love. So I do believe in the positive. Stay positive minded, everyone, and know that things are changing in a challenging way, but we are moving towards the light. Now, this was the shadow side, let's say, of Zeus. But remember, mythology has got so much surrounding it. The story is not so simple to say that, Zeus was stingy, just like that 4 of Pentacles. He did not want to share the light with humanity. There are other things relating to why he did not want to share the light with the world at that point. It's more about looking at the details, just like the magnifying glass. Now the message here says, a sacrifice for a higher gain is at hand here. On a deeper level, you already know this is needed now, and that something must be sacrificed. It may be comfort, safety, pride, or a need for instant gratification in the form of money, attention, or approval. And that does bring me to the King of Pentacles, who could be sacrificing something to bring a sense of stability and the ability to provide security for others. Remember, this would be someone who's in a position of power, a father that is sacrificing what they love, maybe feeling insecure in making this challenging or this difficult decision to move forward. The sacrifice could be involving other people, one's finances, many things. So the requests and desires of the ego must be sacrificed for a higher cause and a higher gain. You may find yourself in an uncomfortable position for a time in order to reach this higher goal, but the riches of living in your truth and living with integrity will far outweigh any discomfort. To live in this way, to be a true hero. The myth of Prometheus is about fighting for a higher cause without the promise of fame, riches, or glory. The act is enough and the consequences accepted. The reward is the contribution. What do you believe in? Do you compromise your beliefs so that you can be safe and comfortable? When you contribute to something greater than yourself, do you wait for and expect a reward, or is the act enough for you? Are you willing to maintain your integrity no matter what the cost? What do you need to give up at this time? What is keeping you stuck? Are you ready to live your greater potential? It looks like we're all going through a sense of sacrificing, and we're being tested by Saturn. Jupiter, of course, will bring the light. The Jupiter has been trying to bring the light to humanity. Remember, he's been transitioning through Aquarius. And Aquarius is humanity. It's social groups and associations. But it's also related to politics, politicians, world leaders, people that are in positions of power. Who would we think would be in a position of power? The individual or humanity? I would say more it's the more people, that's where the power lies. These are all questions to consider at this time. Maybe this is what this King of Pentacles is considering. If you are currently making decisions, you must reflect on what your decisions will contribute to others. You may be also embodying the King of Pentacles. If you are bored, stuck, too comfortable, or have lost a sense of greater meaning in your life, it may be time to make some firm decisions. A sacrifice for the greater good must be made at this time, and it is usually the most uncomfortable yet fulfilling direction to go in. So it's saying take the uphill route, not the easy route. That's where the rewards are, and these two cards confirm that. But I don't feel that, I feel as though we'll be climbing this mountain or going through this test all the way up until the time of Aries. Probably also, because remember that Aries time, that's when, the sun has ingressed into Aries. The sun's passed through Pisces, so it's obviously connected to Jupiter. That's where the blessings could be coming through, even before the time of Aries. Remember, Aries is also the beginning of the new astrological year, so it's like a brand new cycle. And I feel the climax will be before that also. Remember that you will only feel a temporary discomfort during transition. Even Zeus allowed Chiron and Heracles is Hercules. Even Zeus allowed Chiron and Heracles to free Prometheus once he had served enough time. So you see, there came the abundance and the help from Zeus and from Jupiter. So obviously Prometheus was put through a test, and in relation to his sacrifice, he was obviously rewarded with his freedom. Decide to be a hero now and rise above all mundane attachments. Strive to contribute to the greater essence that runs through all things. And that's the ending of our message. So I suppose Zeus probably has some similarities, as he was the offspring, remember, of Saturn. So he's more positive, as I said, than negative. So we need to go with that. And as Jupiter will ingress into Pisces, the blessings should start to show up slowly, as long as we continue to believe. And with that, I will end. I'm wishing you all a happy new year. I will be back January. I'm doing a lot of work on personal readings, and I've got a lot on my plate at this time with, you know, preparing for January readings. I'm doing my best. I suppose that's all one can do. And with Patreon as well for my beautiful patrons. So this is the last message from Mercury, from the messenger of the gods, obviously. And therefore, I am ending the year with a general message to the public, to all of you, that this is the way we leave 2021, everyone. It does ask for sacrifice. It asks to sacrifice the mundane. It asks to be that beacon of light for humanity. We can all do our part. We can all help. Okay, let's not leave it only to one hero. Okay, it's just too much. It's just too much. Even though the gods are capable of everything, one God is capable. But remember, there were 12 gods. There wasn't only one. So let's not leave it only to one hero to save the day, and that is speaking collectively as well as personally. It's got to be a group effort. Others have got to agree. Now, if we disagree, let's agree to disagree, okay? Because everyone is entitled to their own decision, their own ability to move forward in their own light. Let's try and help those that are having difficulty in moving forward and are feeling stuck. Let's sacrifice for others. Let's prove ourselves. It's now is the time to prove that we are little lights, little divine lights, and a soul and star seeds. And potentially, as we come together, the light grows bigger and bigger. Okay, so sacrifice is necessary from all of us. And the rewards, no doubt, will come through. Remember that our main cards were these. Okay. It's all about making decision, trying to come into balance, trusting our intuition even though we don't have all the information. And this could also be, this energy here could also be calling us to sacrifice our finances, a financial sector of our lives, small. We're not talking about giving everything. We have to love and nurture ourselves as well. We have to provide ourselves as well. Remember that our soul is connected to our external, to our vehicle. Our body is our vehicle through this lifetime. So we need to love, care, and nurture it. But let's learn to share, let's learn to be there for others, and let's learn to provide even some good advice, whatever we can, to others that are in so much need of it right at this moment. And thank you all for being here. Thank you all for supporting Divine Debut through the whole year. For some of you that have been with me from the beginning, thank you from the bottom of my heart. Remember that I'll be preparing now the January readings. I have done a prelude concerning the January, I should say the year moving forward. So the year of 2022, that was a prelude, just a quick sneak peek. We'll be doing more videos. And other than that, I'm wishing you well. Hopefully the new year will find us in a different frequency as the energies are transitioning. We are transitioning and we are working towards this major change, this major karmic cycle ending. And this does speak to the world as well as us personally. Okay, everyone, let's come together. Let's love each other. Let's be all there for each other. Love to all of you. Sending much love to my friends, my followers, my fans. Love you all so much. Love and light. Love and light. Talk to you soon. Namaste.